just try to learn the truth. Which is that word in this shloka which is saying truth? Tattva. Tattva, tattva. Tattva, that word tattva. Tattva means satya, truth. Know the truth. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Now you got this human form of life. Now inquire about the truth. Now truth can be two types. Relative truth, Sapeksh Satya, and absolute truth, Param Satya. So we have to inquire not about the relative truth, but about the absolute truth. So, inquiry, submissive inquiry, and render service unto Him. And render, very important. As I previously read out to you also, Vapu and Vani, both seva are very important. The self-realized soul, what does self-realized soul means? The soul who has realized the truth. There are two self, remember one thing. How many self? Oh, I have heard only one self. No, there is one soul and one super soul. One Atma and another Paramatma. One I and the other I. The super I. एक मैं और एक सुपर मैं. Who's that super मैं? The super I. That super I is God, is the supreme. So when you say self-realized, it means you should recognize both the self, yourself and the God self. Both are self, Atma and Param Atma, soul and super soul. So the self-realized soul has basically realized both the aspects, Anuchetana and Vibhuchetana. We are Anuchetana, minute consciousness, particle of minute consciousness, and Krishna is infinite consciousness. Is what? Infinite. He is aware, his awareness is infinite. Simple. His awareness is infinite and our awareness is finite. That is the meaning of consciousness. Consciousness means awareness. Means I am conscious of the fact. That means I am aware of that particular fact. So our awareness is minute and Krishna's awareness is infinite. So self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. They have seen the truth. So this is actually, though this shloka is coming in 434, it looks very, this shloka I use also to tell people that actually Gita was not spoken for Arjuna. Gita was spoken for us. Why? Because Arjuna has already accepted Krishna as his spiritual master. Then why should Krishna tell him to go to another spiritual master? So I am telling you, for your preaching purpose also, you should know this. Understand? You should know this. Shloka tells you that this Gita is not spoken for Arjuna only. Because Arjuna, as we read, now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Surrender means submissive. My inquiry is not for information. My inquiry is for transformation. What? When information is for transformation, that inquiry means submissive inquiry. Understand? Information should be for transformation. So when information is for transformation, it is known as submissive inquiry. When will you transform yourself on information? When you will be submissive to the other person. You think yourself lower, you want to get some advice on what you want to act, right? Then only you will be submissive, na? Otherwise, if you don't want to act, you will not be submissive. You will not be submissive. So here, Arjuna has already accepted himself as disciple. Krishna is not Tattvadarshi, he is Tattva himself. He is the Adi Guru. Krishna is the Adi Guru. He is the Guru of Gurus. So, now Krishna telling him to go to a Tattvadarshi. A person who has realized him, that is Krishna, and you are already standing in front of me, then why are you telling me to do this? Why? So this clearly states that this is for us. Okay? Sometimes people will raise this, or this was for Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. No. This shloka very clearly states that this Bhagavad Gita is for us. Clear? This point is very important. I used to also think, because sometimes when I came into path of bhakti, on this path of bhakti, sometimes people used to tell me this, and I used to get confused myself. I never get confused, but then the sense was, how would I answer this question? That used to basically, I used to every time think about it, that how do I answer this question? When they used to say, this is for Arjuna Bhai, 5,000 years back. It's not for us. It's not for us. Now this is for us. Now I can say, Arjuna, you are the soul. Arjuna, you are the soul. You are not this body. You are entrapped in this body. You are encaged in this body. You are like a bird inside a cage. समझ में आया? बर्ड इन अ केज क्या मतलब है? एक पिंजरे में एक पंछी. What does this? A very nice example. Try to go little philosophically deep into this. This shows I am talking a deeper philosophy. I am not saying that you are only encaged. No, no. This is actually stating one thing more, that you and your body are two different entities. The cage is different and the bird is different. Now let us start understanding things a little more deeper. Let us go more deep, not skin deep only. Let's go deeper. है ना? By this, what do you understand? That bird is different and the cage is different. Other cage is dead matter and bird is living. And bird is. Now the bird has got so much. It's basically become so used to the cage that sometimes when you take out the bird from the cage and tell it fly off, it comes back into the cage. And that is actually our problem. We have started liking the cage so much, we have started liking this body so much that anything related to this body, oh great. That is why parents great, children great, mama, chacha, tau great, everyone great except God is great. Except, God is not great. Every other item is great, but God is not great. That is what Prabhupada used to say when someone told him, God is great. If he is great, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? What are you doing? Are you doing something about it? Now, was Arjuna only the soul? Rest of us are bodies? No, that also how do you prove it? Tell me, there is no answer. Yes. Second, that's why it's very important shloka. That I, you and these were there, are there, and
remember that we are also all souls.
we are also all souls.
So you have to basically understand double values. Counteract. When you read, what antithesis will be there? What people will say anti against it? What questions can be raised? This way your philosophy will become more clearer. What questions can be raised? And can I get the answers found within Bhagavad Gita? Yes, you can. Some superficial, some have to go a little deeper. So this is a very important. Also Prabhupada actually brings this up, and then he goes further. He says it is further recommended in Munda Upanishad, Tad Vijnanartham Sagurum Yavabhigachet, to understand the transcendental science. To understand the transcendental science, that means there are two types of sciences. One is the material science, other is transcendental. What is above the material?
This thing transcends what you are thinking. It basically over the thing what you are thinking. So transcendental, it transcends the material world. The material science, it goes above the material science, is known as transcendental science. So to understand the transcendental science, one must approach a bona fide spiritual master. One must approach. It is a must. There is no other way. Actually, all school colleges should be closed in the world. Schools only should be for dogs, to train them so they can serve the human. Right? All school colleges, universities in the world today are trained to serve your senses. Is it right or wrong? Are all training grounds for serving the senses, which include the mind. Remember one thing, when you say this, always every time includes the mind. Prabhupada used to say like that. 5 senses which include, 6 senses which include the mind. Everything which you look around you. And you have been trained to enjoy them. All this material science is there just to train you to how to stay in bondage. What a very nice word, bondage. You remain in bond for all age. What is the word? Bond age. Nice word. So remain in bondage. So here it is stated, to understand the transcendental science, one must approach a bona fide spiritual master. Thus this method of submissively receiving, see Prabhupada uses the word submissively. Sharanavat. One must, this method of submissively receiving transcendental, now he does not, he uses another word here, transcendental confidential knowledge. Remember one thing, this is also Prabhupada has stated. If you see where somewhere he writes transcendental science knowledge, or sometimes he says transcendental confidential knowledge. Bhagavad Gita is transcendental knowledge. Bhagavatam is transcendental confidential knowledge. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is transcendental secret of all confidential knowledge. Guhya, Guhyatra and Guhyattamam. Understanding the point? Transcendental knowledge means I am the soul, nature, God. The yoga system is teaching you how to associate with nature. God, minus right or wrong. Eat this at this time, do this physical activity they call yoga. They made this yoga day on 21st, celebrated yoga day. It is called Bhoga day. All the yoga was for Bhoga. What yoga? What yoga day? It was Bhoga day. All over the world, people celebrating so that they can remain fit. And then hit the bottle. What? Then hit what? Sense gratification. That was actually what was all yoga day about. Anything else? No? Everyone was doing this. Right? What yoga day? Bhoga day. This is called Asura. The Asuras are basically interested, the demons, they are interested in bhog. That is why they do yoga. So here Prabhupada says, method of submissively receiving transcendental confidential knowledge is not merely based on mental speculation. We had, see, one person is known as Muni. There is a word called Muni. Prabhupada describes the Muni as a mental speculator, philosopher. Philosophers are mental speculators. They are known as Munis. We are not Muni. Remember this word Muni. Muni is mental philosopher. They are philosophizing. I think. This is the thought of so and so person. They interpret according to their own mental speculation. Vedas are very difficult to understand. Why? Vedas have one literary meaning and one confidential meaning. One is Shabdarth, the meaning of the word, and one is Bhavarth. Is it trying? Bhavarth means what is this word trying to convey? And there is lot of problem in the Shabdarth and the Bhavarth. There is lot of problem. That is why only Bhav means intent. The intent is only known to Bhaktas, because Bhaktas are made by Bhav. They don't see the words, they see the intent of the words. That's why they can understand what the Vedas are trying to say or communicate to us. Intention. What is more important? What you say or what is the intention behind it? तो अवतारी खड़े हो जाओ. साइड में हो जाओ, पीछे है कोई तेरे. बड़े ध्यान से सुनने की कोशिश करो, सीखने की. आ जाएगा साल भर में. समझे? ओंगता रहेगा तो कैसे आएगा? बताता नहीं तुझे मैं. बंगाली गांव से आए हुए, ठेठ गांव से, अंगूठा छाप. 1-2 साल में अंग्रेजी फर्राटे से पढ़ते थे. In this regard, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami, ब्रह्मांड भ्रमिते कौन भाग्यवान जीव, गुरु कृष्ण प्रसाद पाए भक्ति लता बीज. In the course of traversing the universal creation of Brahma, some fortunate soul may receive the seed of Bhakti Lata, the creeper of devotional service. Some fortunate soul, oh my God. But have we received that seed? Or we are acting like there are two types of flowers. One is artificial flower, another is real flower. Artificial flower, is it a flower? No. Are you real? Is that seed? Have you taken that seed? You have got the chance. You got Srila Prabhupada. You got Srila Prabhupada. But have you taken the seed? And how will the seed come? One way only. 101% faith on the Guru. How much percent? 101. Good figure, na? Dakshina figure. 101% faith. I read out to you, chanting also, very good. Not take me anywhere. 100% faith on the Guru will take you back. Will take you back home, back to Godhead. See, where sentiments flow, Krishna is not interested in knowledge. Krishna is all attractive. Attraction is never through knowledge. Attraction is through spontaneous flow of your emotions. If greatness comes into spontaneity, that greatness spoils that spontaneity of the emotions. Right or wrong? Spoils the spontaneity. The highest spontaneous का हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? अनायास. Anayas. Krishna is not interested in all this. No. That's why in the end he says, hey Arjun, man manabha, mar bhakto. Always think of me, become my devotee. But how you do that? Then you have to go through this. Sarvam pratajjanam ekam sharnam raja. Give up all activities and surrender unto me. So is that. जरा मेरा किसी का मोबाइल दो, मैंने आज वो किया है, व्हाट्सएप किया है, जो पढ़ूंगा जरा मैंने सब ग्रुप्स में करा हुआ है, दीक्षित ग्रुप, ये वो सब ग्रुप्स में डाला है. I was sitting at the barber shop, so he said half an hour, so I was basically reading Prabhupada's lecture. So I found this 3-1 lecture on इसमें नहीं आया क्या? I put it on gifts, I think so, this also. When did this? This is today?
Just outside.
Just give me. So you?
Two is also there.
In the English, I have sent it in English. देखो तुम्हारे पे है? दीक्षित ग्रुप में नहीं है तुम्हारे? आया ही नहीं. मैंने उसके मतलब मेरे उसमें अगर सिम नहीं चल रही होगी तो नहीं आएगा. जरा मेरा मोबाइल लेके आ. So you are understanding this point. So that submissiveness. Now Prabhupada is stating here. So we are fortunate souls. But now you have to encash it. जैसे चेक मिल जाता ना, परंतु उसको बैंक में डालोगे तो क्या होगा? So you have to encash the check. So I'll read this translation once again. In the course of traversing the universal creation of Brahma, some fortunate soul may receive the seed of Bhakti Lata, the creeper of devotional service. This is all by the grace of Guru and Krishna. This is all by the grace of Guru and Krishna. By Krishna's grace you get Guru, and by Guru's grace you get Krishna. The material world is a place of confinement for the living entities who are by nature Anandamaya, pleasure seeking. See, this is a place of confinement. And what is our nature? Pleasure seeking. Why? Because what is the nature of Krishna? Pleasure seeking. Now the problem comes, We are his ansh. What are we? We are his part and parcel. So we will also have that nature. Enjoy independent of Krishna. That is why we are part. If the part can enjoy on its own, then it becomes complete. Then it becomes complete. It does not need anything. Part means, what does part mean? Try to understand this word part, very important. Part means that it is a part and in itself has got no capability of exhibiting its nature without being connected to the whole. That is actually the meaning of part. Understood? अंश का मतलब यही है कि जब तक वो पूर्ण के साथ नहीं जुड़ेगा, जब तक उसके अपना स्वरूप जो है उसका अस्तित्व नहीं साथ आएगा. So Prabhupada states very clearly that it is our nature to be pleasure seeking. Now, the pleasure seeking, I have you to be independent or dependent. Confined under in bondage, will you get pleasure, or when you are out of bondage, you will get pleasure? Very clear. It's very simple to understand. Is it difficult? And here we are in confinement. First confinement, where does it start? Body. The soul is confined in the body, encaged. Prabhupada used this word as encaged. In this cage we are encaged. ये cage है. हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं cage को? पिंजरा. We are encaged. So bondage is starting from there itself. With the false ego. I am this mind. I am this. First finished. So Prabhupada states this very clearly, that this is all by the grace of Guru and Krishna. The material world is a place of confinement for the living entities who are by nature anandamai, pleasure seeking. We are not seeking something wrong. When you are seeking happiness, it is not wrong. There is nothing wrong in that. But seeking happiness in the hospital is wrong. Pleasure seeking in the hospital is wrong. You are diseased. If you seek pleasure in the hospital, your disease would increase. So hospital is not the place for pleasure. It is a place for recouping, becoming healthy. That is why we are under bhavrog. What is our disease? And we are in bhavbandhan. And we are in bhavbandhan. We are in bhavsagar. So we have to understand this. So there is nothing wrong. But the wrong thing is this: when we want to enjoy separate than Krishna, because that increases our disease. What is our disease? What is bhavrog actually? The cause of bhavrog. We are showing the symptoms of bhavrog when we say old age, birth, death, old age and problems. These four are symptoms. Then what is the cause? The tendency to enjoy separate than Krishna. That is the problem. That is the cause. And you enjoy with Krishna. Oh, great. Our natural position. All of us want enjoyment. Every one of us. Why do you not want to become a full-time devotee? Why? No financial constraints, sorry. Nothing. Only your tendency to enjoy matter is the only cause that you do not take up to Krishna consciousness fully. That is why you run. Because we are born criminals. That criminal tendency does not go away. It drags us out. The ones who have, ones have not come into the basic, they have come into this, in this world, which is full of bhavrog, but they don't go to the hospital. Everyone should be in the hospital, right or wrong? But everyone will not come. Krishna says everyone is not intelligent enough. Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kasjit. Now try to understand these shlokas. Out of thousands of people, only few will be intelligent who will like to understand the truth. But which truth they want to understand? Enjoyment truth. How to enjoy matter more, right? They follow Vedas. Trigune Vishay Veda. Three gunas. Under that scheme, they'll try to enjoy. Today, like this is going on, beef eating and all that. They will be there. Asuras will be there. People of different natures are there. The Shastras mention this. They will also survive. Devotees will also survive. Krishna devotees will also survive. All type of people will be there in this world. Mixed bag of Tamogun, Rajogun and Satogun. You change the consciousness of the people. Change should be from within, and they are trying change from without. Vedas don't teach this. No, sorry. Vedas talk of change of consciousness. And consciousness means the awareness. And awareness starts from within. First be aware that I am the soul, not this body. Then automatically everything will change. You will start looking for enjoyment for the soul or for the body? Tell me. They actually want to be free from the confinement of this world of conditional happiness, but not knowing the process of liberation, they are bound to migrate from one species of life to another and from one planet to another. They actually want to be free from the confinement. Everyone is talking of independence today. Let me do what I want to do. They are very crazy people today. Now the people, this lynching which they are doing wrong. That's not right. But those, if you go on their principle of independence, then let them do what they want to do. So what actually they are saying, that let everyone do what they want to do, please don't interfere if I do something wrong also. That is what actually they mean. And that is wrong. They are laws. They are laws, like I was discussing with you. Laws of confinement, laws of bondage, and laws of freedom. If you want real freedom, then let's talk of real freedom. Don't talk of apparent freedom. Dikhave ka swatantrata. Apparent means just in the air. You feel you are free, but actually are you free? Are you free? You are not free. So that's what Prabhupada is stating very clearly. They actually want to be free from the confinement of this world of conditional happiness. Zabardast word, eh? What is this word? Conditional happiness. Happiness which is based on conditions. If those conditions are there, that is called a reactive person. What? Everyone is reactive, right or wrong? Everyone is reactive. If this condition comes, I will be happy. So I am trying for that condition to come into my life. Or that type of condition not there, then I will be happy. This boss of mine is troubling me a lot. Why does he leave the job and go? What do you think? You will get a better boss? Huh? How? Are Only a Krishna conscious person can be a good of anything. A person who is not Krishna conscious cannot be good of anything. That's what the Bhagavatam states. That's what the Bhagavatam states. Only a devotee has got all good qualities. or non-devotee may exhibit good qualities, but they would not stay. They would not stay. They would go away in circumstances which is vipreet. What is the word for vipreet in English? Opposite. Unfavorable circumstances. When unfavorable circumstances come, then it's good qualities go away. It's just like a white-skinned person who's got that white disease. Skin is white, he puts powder, cosmetics, leukoderma. Puts cosmetic on his face, and one rain, gone. He doesn't need rain also. He goes out in the sun. His own sweat washes off his. That's what Bhagavatam says. They are bound to transmigrate, but not knowing the process of liberation, the process of liberation. They transmigrate from one condition of life to another, in short. What Prabhupada is saying. We are also transmigrating in this life, in one condition, every day the condition is the same or changes? Every minute our condition is changing. Every moment our condition is changing. So, here we'll now you please note down this, which page it is. I'll take some questions. This is page number 30. In this way, the living entities are wandering throughout the material universe. Okay, first paragraph, almost in the middle. Note it down. And don't change your copies of notes every Wednesday you come. Buy a new one. Yes. No punishment? It is not actually punishment. It is actually Krishna giving us a chance. Let's try to enjoy. But the soul's inherent nature is not to enjoy separate from me. So you will have to pose to be something else if you want to enjoy. So then he has given us this body. Body means the mind. Who takes over? And we start thinking that I am enjoying. That I, he has to shift the I from the real I to the apparent I. False ego. Nature has to change always. See, a person, an honest person wanting to do dishonesty or a dishonest person trying to become honest is a very, very bad situation in life. When two opposite qualities you have to do in that situation, you can't live for 2 minutes, right or wrong? It's very difficult. So that is why. Yeah, he has forgiven us. But forgiveness means what? You slap a person, I am very sorry, I am sorry. And then again slap him, I am sorry, I forgive. Again slap him. So, forgiveness means that you do what he says. He has forgiven us. But are we doing what he says? No. So what is the use of forgiveness? Tell me one thing. How can you forgive a criminal who killed someone and the court forgives him, very forgiving judge was there, and he goes out and kills another person, and again he forgives him. And he's keeping on forgiving him, and he's keeping on killing. Forgiveness means what? Not to do the same act again. Why do you ask for forgiveness? Krishna, see, person commits an act and you say, I forgive you. He says, no, I don't want forgiveness. Go to hell. Who are you to give me forgiveness? So what will you do with such a person? What will you do with such a person? Huh? So all of us are incorrigible. All of us. Prabhupada used to say it is so simple to do bhakti and we find it so complicated. Is it right or wrong? It is simple but we are complicated. It is very simple but we are very, very complicated. We are full of complications. Neither it will not remain your desire, it will become his desire. Try to understand. Then it will not remain desire, it will become will. Then Krishna willed, then I don't have any desire. But that is wrong. There is a loving relationship between us and Krishna. In love you don't will. You desire. Desire means you leave the other person freedom intact, that what he wants to do he can do. But when he said will, finished.
That will be mercy of Krishna on us if he enforces that will person. That will be mercy.
He is willing. He is doing that. He is keeping up. This place is not for enjoyment, everyone knows it. They are getting suffering every minute, every second. They are not trying to remove the suffering from the root cause. See, when you will, try to understand, when you will also, remember one thing, you people forget that you are minute part and parcel of Krishna. You have got your independence. No will of Krishna can overcome the independence also. And he can overcome our independence. Yes, two opposite qualities can exist at the same time. He will not, his will cannot come on us because our independence will be finished. That means our inherent quality will be finished. How can that be possible? But now Krishna is the supreme. He can finish it. And he does it with devotees. People, he says, Yog Shyamya Mahamyam. What little bit of bhakti is left, which you are not able to do, are still attracted. He finishes it off. Prabhupada has stated somewhere, written also, and I have read also, that sometimes a devotee is not able to overcome his full material desires. So those people go to Swarga, enjoy there and go back to Vaikuntha. That also I have heard. No, but you can't take the risk. You can't take the risk. Which one? Seeing and realize the same. What does seeing the truth mean? It's to know the truth. Seeing actually means knowing. If you see, Darshinaha. What is the word? And what is philosophy known as? Now English word does not have everything. They can't convey. Oh yes, I saw him do it. Did you see the accounts? What does that mean? Huh? You don't know about it, what is going on. So Darshinaha, Tattva Darshinaha, who's understood the truth. Seeing, understanding is same. Any other questions?
certification. For instance, today there are some universities like agriculture university which are basic necessities of human beings.
Yeah.
So how do they come in this category of science certificate?
Yes, they also come in this because they are feeding those people who are basically going to enjoy. And they are trying to also come out with products which people want to enjoy. That's why there are different type of crops also. Like there are cash crops, which in a smaller area you get more money. Like tobacco. In Gujarat, there is a lot of belt is there which is very rich. There is a tobacco growing belt. In the same way in India there are a lot of places where there is tobacco growing belt. Because that is very paying. So that also comes under agriculture. That is why best is farming. Best is, those farmers initially did not need agriculture. Today they need agriculture science because they are basically finished off the earth. They are finished off the earth. The power of earth. So now, what is the need of agriculture university? They are natural manures. What is the agriculture university doing? Tell me. Genetically modified products. Chemicals. What is agriculture university? Previously farmers never used to grow food. Eh? You should know tilling. When to till, when to plant, when to water, right or wrong? Today they have spoiled the weather. Weather also gets connected to agriculture. Everything happens. So you don't need. For basic necessities, you don't need these universities. Agriculture के लिए क्या जरूरत है? The old farmer will tell you more than what they know. Wasting time. Prabhupada said, na simple, you need a bull. Earth is the mother and bull is dharma. Plow the mother womb and get your needs fulfilled. But you want to do more and then sell those products. Then when the market is there, supply is more than the demand, then throw the wheat into the ocean. Americans did this. So, all bogus. This is all commerce based. They don't need all this. This is not simple life. This is not simple life. You should know language, that's all. And some calculation. And some. So you are not cheated. अरे मेरा वो लाइन. You need gurukuls. You need gurukuls. Prabhupada says, do everything but in Krishna consciousness. If you are a fighter, fight but for Krishna. If you are a businessman, all right, do business for Krishna. If you are something else, do that but for Krishna. This is wanted. This is called Krishna consciousness. To dovetail everything with Krishna. Nirbandha Krishna sambandha yuktam vairagya muchyate. Yuktam vairagya. Real renunciation is to dovetail everything for Krishna. That is renunciation, not renunciation that I earn whole time millions of dollars and distribute among my children and are all engaged in some other way and I become Krishna conscious in a secluded place. ये आजकल जो करते हैं कि मैं सब कुछ छोड़ के आ जाऊंगा. अच्छा कि they will do sense gratification. They will do sense gratification. And then you think you will go to Vaikuntha. Who gave you this idea? You spoiled the life of the other person. And you think you will go to Vaikuntha. Samir Prabhu, I will take care of our children. You will take care of our children. You may die tomorrow. Take care means what? Prabhupada states very clearly, I earn whole time millions of dollars and distribute among my children, and I will engage in some other way and I become Krishna conscious. No! You can become Krishna conscious from the very beginning. Earn for Krishna, spend for Krishna, think for Krishna, work for Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Fight for Krishna, nothing to be rejected, everything to be devoted with Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. So clear? Lecture 3.1. People don't realize. Are you understanding the point which Prabhupada is raising? Very few will, first of all, very few will get the chance. Remember one thing, very clear. Brahman Brahmite kaun bhagyavan jeev. Very few will get the chance. Out of those very few will grab the chance. And out of that who grab the chance, very few will seriously do it till the end of their life. समझ गए? पहले बहुत कम भाग्यशाली होंगे जिनको चांस मिलेगा, उनसे कम भाग्यशाली होंगे जो इसको पकड़ लेंगे, उनसे कम भाग्यशाली होंगे जो इसमें सीरियसली जीवन के अंत तक करेंगे. दिस इज why
is more important surrenderness to spiritual master than chanting?
Why is it more important? Because that is the beginning of spiritual life, and that is spiritual life. Guru Padashray. Because just by associating with a pure devotee, you can go back home back to what it just by associating with a pure devotee. Just by associating. Because he'll be talking every time. Like Prabhupada, you are associating with Prabhupada. Every moment, what is he doing? When we talk about it, see his lectures, you're reading on anything what you're doing, you'll be every time thinking of Krishna, nothing else. Automatically you'll become Krishna conscious. What did the Narad Muni do? He chanted in his previous life. What did he do? He served the yogis. They say that they are Sanat Kumars. He got an opportunity to serve them and eat their prasad. No chanting, no name, no Krishna. Next birth, what? Narad Muni. Who? Next birth, every time doing what? Narayan, 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 Narayan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Just by association and surrender to those. But Guru says, chant. If you don't chant, Guru Agya, finished. Where have you surrendered? Where have you? So I am not chanting because someone told me. No. That has to finish. I am chanting seriously because my Guru told me. But if your Guru did not tell you, results will not come. Are you understanding my point? But here the importance is Guru. Like in bhakti, in any act, Krishna is removed, finished. So in practicing Krishna consciousness, Guru is removed, Krishna consciousness finished. समझ में नहीं आया? अगर भक्ति करते हुए, अगर भक्ति का कार्य कर रहे हो, जब आप अभिदेव में लगे हो, किसमें लगे हो? अभिदेव में लगे हो, आप गुरु को हटा दीजिए, कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस खत्म. एक्शन के अंदर आप कृष्णा के लिए नहीं कर रहे हो, कृष्णा हटा देते हो, तो भक्ति खत्म. समझ में आया? So bhakti has to be done under the instructions of Guru for Krishna. So this point is, you have to do bhakti under the guidance of Guru for the pleasure of Krishna. But how do you know Krishna is pleased? Sakshat Haritva na Samaj Shastra. That's why he is like Hari. That is why we say living Guru is important. What is important? And that living Guru, living Guru means what? Prabhupada is also living. Living means the active principle. Prabhupada is active and passive both. Active in his books, by his instructions, but passive in seeing that you are following it or not. And a Shiksha Guru is the passive active Guru. Passive in the sense that he is not coming out with anything new of his own. He is just explaining what the Diksha Guru has explained, but active in seeing that what you are doing your day-to-day action. So that is how the whole system goes. So then Guru is there. Guru is there. That is where ISKCON and Ritvik's both extremes are wrong. So we don't, that's why they don't discuss with us. Because we say Guru is important. Now what they will say? Finished. समझ में आया? Any other question? आज तो नहीं था ना वो? ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच. हाँ है? हाउ कैन दिस लेवल कम? बस हाउ कैन दिस कम? टेल मी. How can this level come of fully surrendering to? Because Krishna, you've got hundreds of people in India, thousands of millions. Oh, we are surrendered to Krishna, no need of Guru. Because they know that our Guru is our mind. Who is the Guru? The disciple is mind and the Guru is mind, both. My Guru, ape chela. Right? Ape Guru, ape chela. There is a statement like this. I am Guru and I am disciple. So mind, disciple also mind, and Guru is also mind. So there the mind has to become disciple and the Guru has to become a devotee, has to become a Guru. So you have to follow. And avoid Vaishnava Aparadh. You people have got no right to tell anyone else that you are not doing something. But you people are not rising because of this problem only. Because they basically are criticizing. They should not criticize. The mood of criticism should not be there. That is everyone, that shows enviousness. ईर्ष्या का भावना, जब दूसरे को क्रिटिसाइज करते हो तो ईर्ष्या की भावना से होती है, क्योंकि अभी तुम उस लेवल पे आए नहीं. परंतु गलती निकालने के लिए अगर तुम ये बोल रहे हो कि आप कर क्यों रहे हो ऐसा, वो ठीक है, और भूल जाओ उसको. फिर क्या ये याद रखो, इसमें सबसे बड़ा एक ही ट्रिक होती है. कैसे पता चलेगा कि आप ईर्ष्या करते हो नहीं करते हो? आपने अगर किसी को कुछ बोला, उसको सुधारने के लिए बोला, पहली बात तो किस लिए बोलना चाहिए? सुधारने के लिए. और बोलना चाहिए, और बोलना अनिवार्य है. ठीक है, आपने बोला सुधारने के लिए, उसके बाद भूल गया. ईर्ष्या होगी तो वो अपने आप दिमाग में रहेगा, मैं ऐसा, मेरे साथ ऐसा, ये वो आएगा, वो ऐसा. बोला खत्म, फॉरगेट इट. बोलना तो है. एसोसिएशन किस लिए है? डिवोटी एसोसिएशन इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है? डिवोटी एसोसिएशन इंपॉर्टेंट इसलिए, जब एक गृहस्थ के लिए भी यही है कि पत्नी का काम पति को पुश करे और पति का काम पत्नी को पुश करे भक्ति के लिए. बाकी चीजों के लिए कोई जरूरत नहीं है. इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नहीं तो दोनों के दोनों गर्द जाएंगे, क्योंकि कुछ नहीं होने वाला. क्योंकि वो औरत भी जाएगी नर्क और पति भी जाएगा नर्क. दोनों अलग अलग जगह पे जाएंगे, चिंता ना करो, तो दोनों जाएंगे. क्योंकि गृहस्थ का एक ही काम है. क्या है? गृहस्थ आश्रम में रहो. अगर आश्रम में नहीं हो तो फिर सिस्टम में नहीं हो. सिस्टम में नहीं हो तो प्रभु जी कहाँ जाओगे? हाँ जी, कुछ बोल रहे थे आप? वो आ जाएंगे अपने आप ही. Yes, it has to. See, it will automatically happen. It is not that you have to empty this and then fill it up. No. That emptiness, it is automatically, when this will rise, Krishna consciousness will rise, then automatically the material consciousness will go down. Yeah, see, Prabhupada stated that everyone has got his own some quality or the other. That quality will be used in the service of Krishna. Previously, it was used in the service for our own self. Actually, we say, no, we are serving the boss. No, you are serving yourself through the boss. Through the boss. That is the via media. Ultimate, who is enjoying? The mind. But we are, via medias are there. So that's why it's called Yukta Vairagya. You don't leave anything. You become Yukta towards Krishna and Vairagya towards things which are not leading you to Krishna. That is how the whole system works. That's what in the Nectar instruction also we read this only. Sorry, here I read in this. निर्बंध कृष्ण संबंध युक्तम वैराग्यम उच्यते. युक्तम वैराग्यम निर्बंधे कृष्ण संबंधे. जो कृष्ण से संबंध नहीं कराता निर्बंध, उसके साथ बंधन न जोड़ो. इसी को युक्त वैराग्यम उच्यते. युक्तम वैराग्यम उच्यते. दैट इज व्हाट इट इज एक्चुअली. So it is yukta vairagya. So that's why Arjuna was actually trying to do was tyag. And tyag was not the answer to his problems, not the solution. Solution to his problems actually was only one, that he has to understand, become self-realized. In that self, myself and super self, that is the supreme. उसको जानना है, यही प्रॉब्लम. ओके जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय. श्री श्री राधा गोप श्रेष्ठ की जय. श्री श्री निताई गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय. शिल प्रभुपाद की जय. सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय. अपवास आप सब भक्तों की जय. निदान प्रेमानंदे. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हरे कृष्ण. समझ में आया हिंदी वालों को कुछ है? 70% आया. सुनते रहोगे आ जाएगा. ये तो और जल्दी होना चाहिए क्योंकि इसका तो वो फॉर्मेट भी अलग है ना. कौन सा फॉर्मेट है? MP4 है ना. रेंडरिंग और तो जल्दी नहीं होगी, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ये हटाइयो.
chanting Maha Mantra, but it's not very important. Then a person is surrender.
Yes, first is surrender and then anything else. 100% surrender will give 100% results in chanting and every other service also.
Without
surrendering, nothing will give.
useless.
Then again it was useless.
1%.
1%.
So surrendering is the most important thing.
Yes, surrender.